Welcome to Ezentuary Season 3! Starting over with new characters. So, let's kick this off with some fun. A tradition dating back thousands of years has been maintained by the peoples of the material plane. Elves and dwarves, humans and orcs, and all those in between. Upon the night of harvest, the night commonly known as Feralia, a lottery occurs. Across the world shadows crawl, and those not guarded by the light of a bonfire or disguised as a ghoul, ghost, or gasm might be taken. From the darkness, Sauron rises to command his kingdom of winter, and those caught by his shadows are either good enough to survive his tests and be welcomed amongst his court, or die and forever serve as a taker, trapped forever in shadows and unable to be seen except for fleeting moments at the corner of the eye. Each of you did not dress as the dead, nor did you stay by the firelight, and now you find yourselves in a dining room, lavish but cold. There are the four of you and two other humans dressed in red shirts. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Me Barry Bark, Big Log. Me, Paladin of Freya. Me, Paladin of Goddess of Love, because me have much love to share. Want to share love with as many people as possible. So, me name is Barry Bark, but you can call me Barry.
Very nice, Barry. We should throw in the descriptor that Barry is a half-orc weighing approximately 160 pounds and is about 5.5 feet tall.
Doing introductions, I should go next. I am obviously Grimmel Sharkbeak of the prestigious Sharkbeak clan. I have followed in my family's footsteps of becoming a well-renowned warlock of evil. But my parents didn't think I was evil enough, so I'm gonna prove them wrong!
Look like Little Bird.
It's not. I'm not little! Leave me alone!
But physically, how would you describe yourself?
Saying I'm fluffy. I'm a small Alan. But I'm not that small. I'll get bigger. Just you wait. You'll rue me. You'll rue the day.
How tall are you as you're yelling this at this orc?
You must know. I'm 3'7".
Awesome. All right. Who else would like to introduce themselves?
Well, I suppose I can go next. Winkle is my name and Poppin' Larts is my game. Oh my goodness, that microphone just went crazy on me. Oh. I be an elf from the Feylands. Fairy from the Feylands, not an elf. I cannot control my microphone and my speech at the same time, apparently. Oh, this is quite disconcerting. Anyway, to these tall people over here, they seem quite normal sized to me at my 3'1" stature and a whole 26 pounds that I weigh. I come seeking adventure.
Well, that seems just about wonderful. I'm not really
wonderful.
I'm not really one for first name bases, but you can call me by my stage name, which is Foxglove. I am a shadow elf, as one have called me, and I tend to play an audience if I desire to do so. I am a bard, you see, as then. I stand as 5'8". I am 210 and quite young, I think. I think I look quite beautiful for my age, even being an elf.
Very nice. And the two red shirts just kind of look at each other, and they're like, one of them kind of raises his hand, and says, I'm Bob," and the other guy just kind of waves, and it's like, I'm Stan. How's it going?"
Stan the human.
Basically.
Nice to meet you, Bob. Then Stan.
Hey, so, what do we do here? And as he says that, you guys kind of start to look around the room and see that you are seated and somewhat luxurious table at a somewhat luxurious table and chair set, but rather old. In fact, this whole area just seems run down and aged. The room is relatively large. Let's call it a good, say, like maybe 80 feet across, almost square. There's a couple of big windows to the north, like giant 5x8, two of them. To the east and west, there's a single window on each side, and down around the southern wall of the room, you see to the southeast corner a couple of doors, one that goes east, one that goes south. To the southwest corner, a couple doors, one that goes west, one that goes south, and in the middle of the southern wall is a big French double door that goes due south. The room is relatively well decorated, but very worn out looking.
Well, is this a tavern?
Someone want to respond to the orc? I guess Bob could say, I don't think so. This doesn't look like any tavern I've seen.
Oh, too bad. Me want to drink. Well, we gonna sit here? Or are we going to see where doors lead?
Doors lead to other rooms. I discovered this long ago.
Oh, you must be smart one of party.
I thank you very kindly. I think so myself. For you see,
Congratulations.
us geniuses know each other.
You just volunteered to be leader of party.
Why, that doesn't seem very appropriate.
Hey, who one gets to be the leader? I do not agree.
He's smart. Smart people.
I can be smart.
Well, little owl, what do you suggest we do then? Which one?
Pick one, it doesn't matter.
You
Maybe
leader-
we can ask these two guys that are sitting here what the heck they're doing here.
Maybe they're the ones who brought us here. You foolish humans! Who are you? State your business, other than your names being... What was it again? Bill and... Ban? That was the...
Stan. Maybe you not so smart.
In the first one, actually, it's Bob.
A likely story.
Yeah, that's definitely my name. I was just I worked late, and I didn't take my costume with me, and I was walking home, and all of a sudden I was just surrounded in shadow and woke up here.
What is costume?
What is
here?
here?
the ones we have to wear all the time, so we don't get taken. As the tradition, it's that night,
Uh-oh. You're right.
I was preoccupied. Remember, some foolish costume.
I don't care.
Alright, well, nothing happening. Me try door. Me try big south door.
The double door?
Yes.
Okay. You go down to the double door. It's just a standard, it's wood with metal hinges. There's a regular knob that, you go put your hand on. It turns and swings open, revealing a hallway that proceeds down, pretty far. Let's call it a good 20 feet due south, where you see there's an intersection, another double door, and a hallway that goes east and west from that intersection.
Is the double door kind of blocking the intersection? I mean, you open the double door to get to the intersection?
No, as you open the double door you open, you can see down to the end at that intersection. There's another double door on the south side of that intersection. You can see that the hallways are just open to the left and right of that.
Got it.
Directions.
All right. Anybody have any particular where do people want to go? What, Twinkle Toes?
I am very
Me,
uncertain who is the twinkling of the toes around here.
You. Me forgot your name already.
How dare you? My toes do not twinkle. That's my cousin's.
What did you say?
I said my cousin's toes twinkle. I thought that was pretty obvious.
No, before that.
I said we figure out where we should go. And these people seem to be very intelligent sitting with us. Maybe they could answer the questions. Isn't that right, Knob?
Knob?
Yeah,
What?
that would be answer.
It's Bob. Bob, what is wrong with you people? Jeez.
Unlikely story again.
Oh, I'm an accountant. This is totally normal. I just got stuck here, and now I'm scared, and you guys are being weird, and I'm doing the best I can.
That's what a spy would say.
What's his accountant?
I count numbers.
Oh, numbers. You must be very smart. You now leader.
Ah, crap.
Oh,
Hey,
Mr. I'm such a smarty pants over here.
Bob says, okay, and he kind of gingerly starts walking down that south hallway since you opened the door. He assumes that that's what you meant. And as you guys stand there, you see him get down to the intersection. He kind of looks left, then looks right, and he's not sure what's going on. And then he just you see him kind of squint and look down to the east. And then he shakes his head, turns, and it's almost like the darkness itself reaches up and grabs him, and you hear like a half scream before he's silenced as he's like, ah! And gets pulled down the hallway.
Wow, you still want to go down that hall, Mr. Smarty Pants Orc?
Me not smart. That's why me not leader. But, Paladin.
That's what a smart person would say.
Paladin, goddess of love, save Bob. So, I run. I start following, chasing after Bob.
Alright. You run down to the intersection, you kind of slide and turn, and you see him being drugged down. There's a bench about 25 feet down where you see that he's being pulled down onto, and it looks like that there is just like a dark shadow going across his throat, strangling him.
The one who gets to do that around here.
And I will cast chill touch at the dark shadow.
Okay.
Well, I nat one.
Oh no!
One sec. I think actually I have some based off my
Patron, my lovely patron.
that will help me out with it. Give me a minute. Never mind, I'm screwed. Yeah, it's just a nat one.
Okay. What does normally would chill touch do? You create a ghostly skeletal hand in the space of a creature. And it does necrotic damage. So you like go to get off him and you cast to get that hand to like grab the shadow, but you miss and you accidentally do the 1d8 necrotic damage to Bob.
Deserved it.
So how much damage do you do?
One d8. Got a roll.
Yeah.
5.
You do okay. He does 5, and then I needed to take. I need to also roll for the damage caused by the creature. Oh, poor Bob. So, Bob died. He had taken some damage from the creature pulling him down, and then your necrotic damage as you reach to grab that hand spills into him and just like melts his throat, and you now have a dead Bob laying across the bench in the hallway here.
Well, something tells me this campaign is going swimmingly.
It's okay. It was.
That's what I was aiming for. Now the spirit can't get him. Yeah, I saved him from a wretched, slow death of strangulation. I can be benevolent at times.
Yeah.
As you say
Good job.
this, those that are observing notice that dark shadow disappears up against the wall, like leaving Bob's body.
See, now the shadow's gone. I'm a genius.
All right, you guys are in the hallway.
Okay.
We'll say you're about midway down this hall. It continues. If you look, continuing to the east, you see it goes down to where it ends. There's a door on the north and a double door on the south. If you were to turn, you can see the long hallway also goes down to the west with doorways similarly on the far ends.
All right. So first off, I am going to open up my divine sense to see if I can feel the presence of evil.
Okay.
So until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover. So I want to see if that shadow thing is still hanging around.
Oh yes, you can see it. It's up against the wall. Basically, now that you've opened yourself up to the divine, you can see its outline. It's almost like it's glowing with a like neon edge.
Oh. Okay. I turn to party and I say, "Bad thing, still here, right there."
Yeah, no kidding, Sherlock.
Who is this Sherlock?
Just a friend of mine.
Ah,
All right. Well,
it's a popular
I
person.
am
there.
going to. I'm going to throw my javelin at the thing.
All right. Give it a shot.
That is 13 to hit.
You hit.
Oh, good. All right. Rolling. That is 8 piercing damage.
Dang, nice hit. Yeah, it is. You have it stuck through, and you see your javelin enter and like stick into the wall, and it tries to like reach arms out of the wall. These black shadowy arms come out as it grabs your javelin and pulls itself through. And now in front of the party, you see the form. It's almost humanoid, but just nothing but pure shadow. And can I get... Well, let's see. Let's just say it goes next. And it... let's see. It used half its movement, we'll say, to pull itself through that. And the other half, it moves up towards you and goes to strike. And that is a 11 to hit.
Who's hitting it?
You, since you threw the javelin at it.
No, misses. My armor class is 18.
Oh yeah, so it takes that strike and then realizes it can't do anything. So the next person, it's one of you other people. I'm just not going to have you guys roll for initiative. Just whoever wants to go next, go ahead.
Papa Winkle sneaks off into the shadows to be blended in with them himself.
All right.
I guess I should probably roll for stealth.
Sure.
All right, that's 23 to hide.
Yeah, you're hidden.
All right.
All right. Next.
Art. What you?
Well, I've never really encountered something like that. This is quite amusing, I think. I suppose I can try to stab it just a little bit. How far away is it from me?
How do you stab something a little bit?
It's pretty close. We'll say
Wait.
10 feet.
Okie dokie. Then I guess I shall rush up and try to stab it with my rapier.
Perfect.
I suppose today isn't my lucky day. That was a nat 1.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, I'd say you go to stab it. You like whip your rapier out and you go to stab it, and you end up accidentally stabbing it right into Barry.
Oh! Hey!
Roll for damage then.
Yes, please.
Five. No, 7.
Oh,
No, 6. 6 damage.
six damage. Ow.
I'm afraid I'm not very bright when it comes to math. I've never been to school.
Seems like a lot was happening.
Well, I know you haven't, probably.
I had tutors. They all gave up on me.
Oh my god. Well, let's see how your tutor tutored you in fighting.
Is it back to my turn?
I would say yes. We've cycled through everyone.
Okay. I shall do as my fathers have done before me. Eldritch Blast!
All right.
16 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Yes! And... 4. But, because of my lovely, wonderful patron, that force damage can instead become... let's see. It can become bludgeoning or thunder damage. I think I'll have it do thunder damage.
Okay.
So, 4 thunder damage.
So there's a big boom, and it's like, and you see the shadow shake, almost like there's a little wave going through it.
Hey.
Oh, and while you're doing that, I almost forgot. Let's see. Let's do 1d4. We'll go straight down the list in turn order. Number 4. Let's see. Who went last?
Right, that's probably me.
Yes. You are suddenly, and you don't know why. You slide backwards 10 feet and are suddenly knocked prone, almost like the floor had its carpet pulled out from under you.
Well, I have to say, this is quite amusing.
Awesome. All right. Barry, I think we're back to you.
Alright. Me swing at Shadow Thing. With longsword. Using 2 hands. $17 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Alright, roll for damage.
Please do.
8 damage.
You take that swing and you just see the shadow form disintegrate as the area around you suddenly becomes clear.
Ugh, nice. I dedicate this victory to Freya, goddess I love. I keep a picture of her inside my armor. Does anybody want to see?
Decline.
No.
Alright. Fine. I keep her for myself anyway. Alright, we have opening for new leader. Who wants to volunteer?
Be the leader.
I shall volunteer again, and I say, we get out of here. I do not like these shadow monsters
Right.
very much.
Then maybe they can be added to my army once I defeat them in a brawl and win their respect.
I like boldness. Me follow little owl creature.
Join
Yeah.
me. Yes.
And as you guys are having this discussion, you hear a, "Oh, no, Bob! Oh man!" Stan popped his head around the corner because he was kind of hiding while all that was going down.
He died well.
He died well by me.
Beside the point. He still died well.
Oh my.
He could have died a very wussy death, like being some wispy shadow thing. Instead, he died by the hands of Chill Touch. Much more noble death. I think you'll.
Yes, I guess.
I'm glad we're all in agreement. Anyway, how do we get out of here?
There are more places to explore. We can't just run away yet. First trouble? It is not what heroes do.
Oh, adventure
I
is
know.
what you seek. Ah, then we shall go forward.
It will ensure me more.
Allow
It'll
me.
ensure me more members for my army.
Poplar Winkle starts sneaking forward, like, because he's still kind of hidden around, just like checking around corners to see if he spies anything.
So which direction you going, east or west?
Oh. Eastward, the direction of the rising sun.
All right. Well, you don't know that. I'm just using this direction for the map to make it easier. There are no corners. However, another 20 feet down, there's another bench. This one seems to have some kind of like old body parts, kind of some partially desiccated intestines around it. And across from it to the south is a double door, and just past it to the north is a single door.
I stab the body parts to make sure they don't get up.
Can you eat them?
No, I just
Yes,
stabbed them. Oh, you want to eat them? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, you take a mouthful and you find that they taste rotten.
Someone let this snack spoil. How dare they?
Yeah, it's quite gross.
Oh god. This nacho.
Well, word.
All right, which way do you guys want to go? Which door? Or do you want to turn around? Like, what do you want to do?
Do we see what is through this doorway that seems to be generating body parts?
Well, the body parts are on the bench. The door is another, kind of 5 or 10 feet up.
Open
Yes,
the door.
but maybe it leaves its discarded body parts here.
Okay, so you're going towards the north door then.
Indeed. We must investigate
Okay.
very carefully.
It looked like a door.
It looked like a door.
In the door?
It's a wooden door with iron hinges and iron latch. Just like a knob, basically.
Aha!
I
I knew that knobs had something to do with this.
knobs never to be trusted.
Indeed.
I grab the knob and turn it.
It clicks open.
I defeated the knob.
I got through the door.
Okay. You push through the door and you find yourself in a narrow hallway. It's a kind of a tighter squeeze comparatively, at least half the width of the previous hall. It's continues down quite a distance, going due west from here. There appears to be a walk door about midway down on the north side, and all the way at the end of that hall, it turns to the north.
Keeps going.
Yep.
I start marching
So-
down the hallway with my little tiny tippy tappy feet.
Okay, you're tippy tapping down. You make your way down, and do you keep going all the way to the turn, or do you stop at the door?
Stop at the door. And that's
All right. All right. Sure. Are you gonna roll for investigation?
Yes. I rolled a 3. I have a -2 on investigation. So that's a lot.
Awesome. You look at it and you're like, "Yep, that's a door."
Wonderful. I try to open the door.
All right. You reach up, you push the door open, and you peer inside. There is what looks like a bedroom with it's good sized, maybe like 35 feet to going to the east. It's about 20 feet across. There's what looks like a closet door up and to the left, so on the west side. And there's what looks like 2 bodies laying in the bed.
Alive or dead?
You can't tell from this distance.
Okay, I jump on the bed to see if the bodies are alive or dead.
All right, you jump on the body, or you jump on the bed, and the two bodies launch upward, trying to grab you. Make a dex save.
No touchy. I rolled a 5.
You are grabbed.
Damn you!
But- And as you are grabbed and being held, you notice that the flesh is rotten and the eyes are hollow. This body is desiccated and not breathing.
Poplar Winkle, who's been sneaking around behind, jumps in to stab one of the one that's grabbing her. I don't know. I would refer to an Alkin. In the head with a rapier.
All right, go for it.
All right. Oh, that's 13 to hit.
Well, that hits.
Aha! Oh, what does my rapier do? All right. I stab it in the head.
I'm assuming
for
piercing.
Piercing. But I also have a sneak attack. So, hit it in the head for 17 damage.
Holy crap! Yeah, you slam it in the head.
The alert
for
has been
17
popped.
damage. Jeez. Wow. And it's just like it takes that hit and it's just like oh. You hear quite the moan.
Alright, Bane, what the heck?
Does it die?
It does not die, but it took quite the
Oh, it
hit.
seemed like it was already a bit dead there.
Yes, there is that.
Alright. Me throw javelin at that other zombie.
Okay.
That is 25 to hit.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'd say that hits. Holy crap.
We're supposed to be level 1, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Alright. You rolled a natural 19, alright?
Me roll for damage.
Yes, please.
That'd be 7 damage. 7 piercing damage.
Okay. Your javelin slams into it, and it sticks through into the body. You see that the flesh easily gives way, and as it takes the hit, it then rolls out of the bed and starts crossing the room towards you. But the room is large enough that it can't make it. It just gets close.
Ooh, smell bad.
Very.
I pull
Right.
myself out of the cold, icy grips of the undead.
If you wish to try to break free, you'll have to do a strength contest.
I think, isn't it, Bard's turn?
Cannot say, I don't really know. There's no money here, so I don't really care.
Oh, it can be. I mean, we didn't do initiative, so if you want to take the turn, please go ahead.
I mean, I don't really want to get involved or get myself hurt. After all, a performer is only as good as their appearance, isn't it?
You are utterly useless.
Mm-hmm. I am.
Alright, so, me guess it's up to Bird Brain.
Okay, strength contest. Strength
Yes.
contest. Roll a 6.
See. Yeah, you do not break free.
We're breaking free.
Sorry. Sorry.
All right. You are restrained. I guess that is your action, trying to break free. Forgot. All right. I need to roll. Oh, that's hilarious. So as you're standing there, all of a sudden, the far end of the room, the wall on the other side of the bed, moves out away from you, extending the room an additional 40 feet.
Ooh, this unexpected.
Yes, quite. All right. Now, the zombie holding the owl holds it tight and lifts you up and gives a slam attack. And that is only a 14 to hit. It's holding you and it only rolls 14 to hit.
That does it.
It does? Oh, okay. You have a low AC.
Yes.
Alright, so you take 5 bludgeoning damage. Alright, Poplar Winkle.
Poplar Winkle! All right. Is the monster still in front? Yes, it is. Oh,
Yes. There's one right in the middle of the room now, going towards the majority of the party.
but I must free
The other one's on the bed.
giant owl creature.
Giant. Yes, thank you. That is correct.
Oh. All right. Rogues don't get their special bonus yet. Okay, cool. That's a 26 to hit.
Oh, jeez.
Rolled.
Yeah, that hits.
Ah!
Except for me.
And I strike at the zombie type thing for 9 damage.
Nice. You kill it.
Aha! I have freed the giant owl. You're welcome,
Yep.
companion.
As it tips over in bed, its grip releases.
Brush myself off. Thank you, loyal followers. Now, onward.
There's still
Are
be
there
another
more
zombie in
things
this room.
Yes, there is the other one, and now Barry needs to deal with it.
All
I
right.
could be wrong here, but I think
Me.
your followers may need assistance.
Me brush zombie. Take mighty swing.
And
19 to hit.
oh yeah, it hits.
Oh. Me doing good. All right. Damage. Oh, me disappointed. Only 6 damage.
Still, you give it a good whack, and you see it kind of like thud, kind of moves back and then forward again, and comes out, and it lunges at you, attempting to hit, and that is a 13 to hit.
No, miss.
Whiffs in the air as it falls away. Does the elf do anything?
I don't really know. Is there any valuables in the room?
You could look around, I guess. You gonna spend your action investigating?
Yeah, I didn't really get into this fight. I don't really
Bard. Me could use help. Maybe me show you a good time later.
Gross. You are far from my type, you meathead. Do you have any Hold on, you though. A gold piece and I'll fight for you.
Me don't know. Well, if me don't have gold piece on me, me can find gold piece later.
Oh, all right. I suppose I'll help just a little bit. I suppose I will stab with the rapier.
All right.
That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, that strikes.
I figured it did. That is a 9 damage.
And you run it straight through its brain pan and drop it to the floor. It collapses in just a heap of rotting flesh.
Now, you there, half-orc. I would like you to write me an IOU. I've had a lot of people swindle me out of the money they promised.
No, me actually have money in pocket. Here. And he flips the gold coin to her.
Nice.
That was worth it, after all.
All right. You are now standing in a very long bedroom that is, well, all yours.
It's our bed? Why, fantastic.
I search the closet. There's a closet, right? I search the closet.
All right.
For
Yeah,
what?
you go in. You don't find any bodies in the closet.
Me search bodies for coin.
There's no bodies in the closet.
Zombie bodies that we just killed.
Uh,
Pockets, gold, or copper, or
That-
gems.
Foxglove will also start raiding the bodies.
well, you find a couple of silver pieces and half a dozen copper pieces.
Mm-hmm. And together or per body?
Oh, let's say one. Let's say you did total together. You get like 20. Actually, let's say 20 copper and 6 silver between the two of them.
Me take 3 silver and 8 copper. That half, right?
Yes, that is very much half, and I take the rest.
All right. The room contains just typical bedroom things. There's some dressers that look, old and relatively untouched. There's a window on the east side at the end of the long, now very long space between the bed and the wall.
Mhm.
Hey, Twinkle, leader, what we do next?
Well, I say, we continue finding a way out of here. That seems like a very reasonable thing.
Yes, especially since there's a concerning lack of fresh bodies.
Indeed. But there is evil to be smote, which is always good.
Except for Dob, I guess. Like, there's Dob's body, but, I don't trust anybody named Dob, so,
You mean Bob?
His name was Dob.
No.
Thought it was Knob.
No. You're both wrong. Bob.
See the point, same difference. I don't trust a Bob or a Knob either. They sound like they don't bathe. Not good body. Not good eat. Anyways, onward, next door.
All right, you go back into the hallway, which goes east and west. You came from the east, and to the west, you see the hall goes down for another, 10, 15 feet, and then turns to the north.
I go down that way.
All right, you walk that way, and as you turn, you see there are 2 walk doors. One immediately to your left, the west side, and one another 10 feet up to the north.
They're locked.
What?
They're locked.
No, nothing's locked.
door do we open first? Wait, I don't know why I'm asking you. I pick one of the doors on random and open it.
All right. Well, which one? West
The
or
left.
north? The left one. Okay. You.
A D20 to figure that out.
Good choice. All right. You throw open the room. You throw open the door, and inside you see a room. Somewhat like a bedroom, smaller though. It's only about 15 feet wide and 20 feet long. There is a single small cot bed on the end of the room with a just bulbous, overflowing body sitting on it, staring at you. It's like the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man, but of stitched together flesh and mouths for eyes.
Wait, party. I have an idea. Everybody, back away slowly for one moment. All right. Are we,
Me
is the
back.
thing still not moving?
When you threw open the door, it started to move and get up. It has a single leg has, reached the ground and is starting to move its body towards you as you say that.
But would I be considered hidden from the party?
Sure,
Aha!
you're hidden.
Short bow attack to the head.
Okay, go for
All
it.
right. See here. Da-da-da. Oh, 25 to hit.
Jeez, yes, that
All right,
hits.
now what is my damage with this short bow sneak attacky? Da-da-da. 28. Doing math. Math is hard. 15 damage.
So you shoot it in the head, and it falls backwards in a stumble. As it does, and it hits the ground, what looks like a seam of flesh rips open in the middle, and out pours just rat after rat. It's like this entire creature was just like 40 rats in a trench coat.
All right. I have another idea.
His name?
And close the door.
Oh, do tell.
He closed the door. That was his idea.
Oh, good plan.
Hi,
Twinkle.
thank you very much. I like to consider myself a genius at times.
Me glad you.
Me glad me do too.
All right.
Oh.
Me open other door.
All right. You walk to the north and proceed to open the door, and you find yourself back in the room you began in. You have emerged from the south-facing door in the southeast corner of the room.
Oh, this unexpected.
Yep. As you look to the left, you see the double door you had previously left from.
Mm.
Well,
Go back around. We'll try other doors. Go back the way we came from.
Okay, so you go back the way you came from. You go all the way back to the big hall.
Yes.
Well, I guess. Okay, so you. All right.
Yes, I try the other door from the last decision.
The other.
that was the door. We've gone in a full circle. So if you want to, the smartest thing to do if you're going to do it is go back through the double doors, and then instead of going east, we go west. That would be the way to do it.
Okay.
We go back through double doors, down to hallway, and turn west.
Okay. So you go to the west, and The Does everyone walk? Or I guess the ferry flies.
Indeed.
That's a waste of energy.
Yeah. Well, so the walkers. I just need you guys to make a quick dex check.
Hmm. 11.
16.
21.
All right, you're actually all good. I was just looking for a real basic one. As you round the corner, you kind of have to step aside around a barrel, and everyone takes a slip on some like blood and guts, some viscera that's on the floor. But you catch yourselves and you don't fall down.
Huh. You hungry, Grimmel?
Ooh. Wait, is it rotten? Is it undead?
It does
Oh,
appear
no.
to be. Your nature senses tell you you probably shouldn't eat that.
When will there be a decent snack? I just want something to eat and then regurgitate into a pellet. Is that so hard to ask?
Maybe later. Alright. We go on past Barrel.
All right, you go down and you find this hallway similar to the other, with a couple of benches that you don't see anything at. It's actually relatively clean compared to the entrance you walked in through. And down at the far end of the hall, there is a single walk door to the north and a double door to the south.
North door.
Okay. You open the door, and looking in, you see a room filled with kind of junk. As you're standing at the entrance looking to the north, you see a couple of benches kind of stacked on top of each other. At the far extreme of your vision are some crates and barrels, and you see that the room wraps around, goes up about 30 feet, and then kind of wraps around to the east. There also appears to be something, as you kind of glance into the door, in through the door, a little like nook to the east, which is just filled with a pile of just crap, barrels and crates and junk. Oh my!
Well, man, one man's junk is another man's treasure. I'm going to break open the crates.
All right, you go in and you break open the first crate, and you find basically what looks like kind of like old trinkets and toys and stuff, things that a kid would play with that have been, packaged and thrown away like they got too old.
Seems like a rather large waste.
Well, that was the first, yeah. And as you're bashing and making noise, you kind of hear these steps coming from the north, since you're kind of off to the east side there, and it's kind of a heavy thud followed by a light footstep. So kind of a doonch, doonch, doonch.
Something tells me that something is coming this way.
How astute.
I know.
Winkle hides. Not sure how I'm gonna hide. I will hide behind my companions.
There you go. You can do that. All right. As you guys are standing there, approaching you is a creature that has, it looks almost like it could have been a person once upon a time, with a single giant left leg and a very skinny right leg, hence the disparate steps. Its rib cage is pronounced, its head overgrown. There's an arm that looks more like a worm with a mouth at the end and a menacing grin upon it. Kind of like a Thin Man from Pan's Labyrinth, but with teeth instead of eyes. as it makes its way towards you, kind of pulled back, almost like it's looking to speak with you through its palm.
Who keeps ruining all these perfectly good edible bodies? It upsets me.
What do we do, leaders?
Wants to talk? I guess we let it talk.
Ah. Upright Winkle hunkers down. He lines up a shot at the skinny leg.
Okay.
We shall kneecap it. Obviously, headshots create rats, so therefore, leg shots might not create rats? It's worth a shot. That's another 25 to hit.
Oh, geez. Well, yeah, that hits.
Alright. And that's 17 damage to the kneecap.
Jeez. Well, yeah, you blow away its
Aha!
kneecap, and it stands there on its big leg, just kind of like floating, not sure what to do. And at that moment, your Stan comes running in. He's like, "Oh, help!" And he goes over and he goes to push it. And as he goes to push it, he slams his body in, but the thing wobbles. It's like a weeble. It doesn't fall down. Instead, that mouth latches on to Stan's neck and bites right through his jugular.
Oh no, damn. What sadness. Oh no.
You're right, that is quite unfortunate.
What was Stan thinking?
Stan was obviously not a
Alright.
stable genius like the rest of us.
Better he died now than later.
Throw javelin.
All right, you do that. Go for it.
Me checking. 12 to hit.
That hits.
Oh. Alright, roll for damage. That is 9 piercing damage.
Yeah, you pierce through it between its knee being blown out and then your javelin hitting it. You knock it down and it appears to go unconscious, or at least be killed. And as you do that, Poplar Winkle, you, since you're floating in the air, fluttering your wings, there's a weird sudden like change in gravity, and you launch up to the ceiling and smack your head, and come back down to the ground, landing prone.
Ouch!
Maybe if you weren't so small, it would have hurt less. On.
Me go up the thing on floor. Pull javelin free. Then hit it in head with sword for good measure.
It's very most sincerely dead.
Dead before.
Always got to double check these things, so I've been told.
Yep.
Alright. Zaleria, you continue to... No. You continue to break open boxes?
Obviously, I'm looking for goods.
As you continue to kind of look through the boxes, you don't find anything that's particularly interesting. And eventually you just kind of like, this sucks.
I'm sure I find other entertaining things.
Yeah, like, I guess. There's a lot of rotten cloth and, moth-filled garments and stuff like that.
You're right. This be junk. Where to now?
It's the solution for everything in this place. More doors.
Well, so you can. So remember, this room wraps. If you go north, it wraps back to the east. You haven't been up and around, or you could go back the way you came in.
Oh, me go up and around. Check out room.
All right. Well, you walk up and around the corner, and you find a table that's covered in bits of skeletal remains. Beyond it is a passageway that goes into a small, like, almost storage room, but is completely empty. And there's a door at the end on the east wall.
Oh, me open door.
Sure. You open the door, and you find yourself back in the room you started.
Oh.
This time emerging from the westmost door of the starting room.
Oh, me see.
I investigate the starting room a bit more thoroughly to see if there's any other way that might be different.
I mean, there's what I described. There's going back to, let's start from where you started. There's, windows on the north, east, and west sides on kind of the north half of the room. There's doors on the southeast and southwest corners, respectively. There's one that goes east, one that goes south out of the southeast corner, one that goes west, one that goes south out of the southwest corner. And there's, the double doors that you opened heading south, at the end of which is another set of double doors. And then there's, of course, the hallway, which each end of which has double doors on the south that you did not go through.
I'll go through the door we haven't.
Okay, from the beginning, like, I'm confused. Which door are you talking about? Because
The beginning.
no, here I'll send you a map. How about that?
Wait, there are windows?
Yes,
Yeah.
there are windows.
Oh, why haven't we just gone out a window yet?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can we break a window?
You can try.
Alright. I go up to a window, and I punch through it with my tiny little bird fist.
Well, you got to roll to attack. Everything has an AC, even a window.
God damn it! I believe I have a talent attack, but I didn't write it down.
Still, what did you roll?
An 8.
Yeah, that does not. I mean, you basically smash your little talon against the glass.
Man.
It must be magical glass. There's nothing we can do about it.
Okay, you asked for it, glass. My tiny dagger try to stab through the window.
Okay.
I rolled an 11. I rolled an 8 again.
All right, you give it a hearty stab, and it just goes tink and stops.
Just as I expected. Magical glass. We must find another way out of this hellhole.
Would it be alright if Foxglove could try?
Would it? That's a very good question.
Can Foxglove just punch me?
Oh yeah, you can do an unarmed attack.
How much damage would that be able to do?
Well, it depends. First, you gotta get over its AC. Your damage that you can do with an unarmed attack. I think it's 1d4 plus strength.
Wonderful. Are there any pluses to hit?
If you're proficient in unarmed. Otherwise, no, because it's just your proficiency is whatever you're good at. So it's whatever you declared your weapon to be.
Mates, aren't we?
Do what?
I guess we're all rolling 8s, aren't we?
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, you guys you cannot get through this glass.
How dare this window defy us? I will come back later and smite it.
Puny things. Let mighty half-orc take a swing with my long.
I hope you roll an 8. That would be hilarious.
Nat 20.
Holy crap. Oh, alright. Well, the curse of the doors is gone as you slam into this window as hard as you can, and your axe just shatters it out. There are glass shards that just go flying into the darkness.
Yes. Good job, my half-orc follower. Now, outward!
Well,
Me Freya, you just leader of party.
what?
Outward!
Okay, so you stick your head out, I guess?
Yes.
Alright, so you stick your head out and you look, and it's basically pitch black outside. You can't see, but you can tell that this window is pretty high up.
Well, it was nice meeting you all, but I can fly.
And I flip my little tiny wings out that can support my small body. And I jump out the window.
Alright. You jump out the window and you find yourself floating to the ground. And do you land?
You want me to roll for that?
Well, no, I mean you're floating down. I'm assuming that with wings you're basically slow falling.
Yes, no. I essentially just takes my walk speed and makes it fly speed, so I can just fly.
Yeah, so you can just fly to the ground. Okay, so you jump out the window and you go flying down, and I'm assuming you just kind of float down and land.
Yes.
Okay, you float down to the ground, land, and you realize that you're in complete darkness. You cannot see anything, even with your dark vision. This is like extreme magical darkness. You turn and you look up, and you can see the window high above you, something like almost 30 feet up, and nothing else across the face of the building.
Peculiar. How dumb would it for me to be? How dumb would I have to be to just walk into magic pitch blackness?
I'd say at least an int of 7. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, I have an intelligence of 7, and I march into the dark.
All right, you march into the darkness for a little while, and after a bit, you feel like the ground has become solid, like stone. And before you realize it, you slam your beak into what feels like a wooden door.
Door.
rope for a handle.
You find a handle, and I'm assuming throw the door open?
Yes.
All right. You throw the door open and find yourself stumbling out through the door on the east side of the room you started in.
Damn it!
And you see the backs of everyone looking out the window for you.
I go and stomp into a corner and pout.
Me hear profanity. Me turn around. Me see little Albeak. Me think anyone that abandons party does not deserve to be leader. Me go back.
Technically, Twinkle Toes can fly too.
Me go back through. Me go back into storage room, through junk room. Try double doors, going to south.
Okay. As you open the double doors to the south, you see a room that is approximately 35 feet wide, about 15 feet across, and in the southeast corner is a descending staircase.
Ugh. Me go down.
All right. The others following,
Yes.
by the way?
Discreetly.
Discreetly. Gotcha.
On seeing the half-orc leave, I shall follow.
All right. You follow him down the stairs at the landing of which you are in a hallway, which kind of... Well, let's see. You can look down kind of off to the right. You're facing north now. And there's a long hallway that goes down that you can't quite see the end of right now without kind of moving over there. But immediately to your left is a doorway.
Ugh. Me try door.
All right. You throw the door open, and inside is a decently good-sized bedroom, a big king-size bed straight across from the doorway. There's some desks on the north and south side with papers strewn about, and atop the bed is kind of a partially bandaged creature with glowing blue eyes holding what looks like a humanoid arm, and it's gnawing on it like corn on the cob.
Ugh. This don't look like way out. Me shut.
Okay. All right. You shut the door, and you want to head to the kind of the east so you can look down that hallway better?
Yes.
Okay. So as you head to the east from the doorway, you are able to look north and south. There is another door immediately to your south with some debris at the base of it. Looks like some boards and like rubble, some general detritus. And as you look north, the hallway extends down about 40 feet. And at the end, there are doors to the east and the west.
Me try south door first.
All right, you have some trouble with this one. There's a bunch of debris in the way. You're gonna have to give it a hearty pull if you're just pulling on it. So can I get a strength check on that one?
Uh, 16.
Oh yeah, you yank that thing wide open, and inside you see what appears to be kind of a balcony with a guardrail that overlooks kind of a grand courtyard looking thing. Like looks down onto the first floor.
Huh.
Or floor below.
I see. Is courtyard like outside?
No, inside you can look across. There's a giant grand staircase on the north side of the room. So as you look to the north, that wraps all the way around like one of those big double stairs. You can see there's a room down below behind. There's a room up top, back at the back. There's 4 big columns that rise up out of the floor, going all the way up to the ceiling. And there appears to be a giant double door on the south side.
Oh, me go try giant double door.
Well, how? You're up? Are you gonna jump off?
No, that's not that'd be bad. Me go find stairs.
Okay, so you're gonna go back through the door you came into? Because you're just up on like you're just on a balcony observing this room below you.
Okay. Me don't know what to do. Me don't need rope. I guess me turn around and try one of other doors in hallway.
All right. Well, as you walk through and you start going to the north, you hear that first door that you had closed open, and the creature come walking out at you. It's moving at least as fast as you are. You hear its long toenails scratching against the stone floor.
Oh, me no like.
He needs to get those trimmed. Do we fight this thing like we fought all the others? Actually, probably just should.
All right. Me throw javelin at thing.
Okay.
Uh, 22 hit.
Oh wow, yeah, that hits.
Eight piercing damage.
Nice. Your javelin sinks deep, but it doesn't seem to slow it down. It keeps coming.
Kill touch again, but this time there's no daub to stand in the way. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. Yeah. Five damage.
Nice.
And is it undead?
It is.
You have advantage on attack rolls.
Nice. Okay. Let me get it. Alright. I'll let him. He continues his shamble towards you. I guess going straight for the orc, because that makes the most sense, as you were the one that opened the door for it. Oh, and I gotta roll at disadvantage. Oh, geez. Yeah, he misses completely.
Me like that.
Yeah, it was a bad roll. Alright, so he takes a swing and misses. Either Poplar Winkle or Foxglove. Who's going?
Uplight Winkle
We are
hides
being
himself.
Okay. Well, Poplar Winkle hides.
Well,
Foxglove?
I suppose Foxglove can attack with rapier.
Alright.
10.
Does not hit.
And I suppose I wasn't that much help at all, was I?
Apparently not. All right. Let's see. Okay. I gotta figure out how to roll for this one. One sec. 4. Okay. So all of a sudden, your feet, everyone's feet, begins to slip, and let's see. Those who fly don't seem to have any issue, but those who are walking, all of a sudden, find yourselves falling towards that north end of the room, just as fast as if you had jumped off of a balcony. And let's see, because that's Foxglove, you don't fly, right? You're just a walker.
Like a slur. It was like, you filthy walker.
Yeah.
What? No. You don't fly. You just are a walker, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you and Barry find yourself against that north wall, slammed against it. You take 7 damage. Barry, you take 9, and you're... What?
Well, very unconscious now.
Uh-oh. So, yeah, Barry, you slide down and...
Yeah, Barry took 6 damage from rapier attack, and then now I take 9 damage. Barry only had 12 hit points.
Oh, crap. Dang it. Sorry, I forgot you guys are first level. Let's go half rounded down. Let's say, let's do 3 and 4 then. So 3 for Foxglove and 4 for Barry.
Oh, Barry only has 2 hit points.
Okay, but all right. So Flyers, basically you guys are still where you were, and you notice that the zombie creature is now standing on the wall up by the door out to the balcony. So, and he's looking at you, and you're kind of just floating there. So, let's see. Barry, you are more or less 10, 20. You are out of sight of him, so you're not going to be able to do anything.
Barry, lay hands on Barry.
Barry.
Barry touched himself.
Okay.
Barry touches self. Barry heals self for 5.
Excellent. All right, you are healed for 5. And my little owlet, it is your turn. You are floating basically eye to eye with this creature.
That hurts my loyal followers. This will not do. So, Eldritch Blast!
Nice.
Just imagining the Eldritch Blast comes out of the beak.
I'm firing my laser.
That's a 10 to hit.
That does not hit. So it kind of swats away or dives out of the way of your Eldritch Blast.
Right?
And then 16. It standing there. It can only see you, but it's almost too far away. So it takes a swipe at you, kind of stumbles and misses and then falls, and you see it go falling straight towards where Barry and Foxglove are. So I need the two of you guys to make a quick dex save.
Foxglove got a 16.
Oh, Barry got nat 20.
Oh yeah, perfect. You guys step out of the way as this zombified creature just slams down face first in between you guys.
Oh. So, is thing prone?
It is at the moment.
Barry take.
But hold on, Barry. It's Poplartwinkle's chance to do something.
Poplartwinkle, still hiding behind the Owlkin, darts out to stab it with his rapier.
Yeah, you'll have to move like 30
I
feet
have a
to make the
30-foot
stab.
move raise.
Okay, so you max that out and you can do it.
Ah! Wait. 2d20. Yes, I hit. It's a 23 to hit. It is prone.
Yes, you hit.
And
Yeah,
my
exactly.
sneaky sneak of damage is great, a 1 on the 1d6. Still 14 damage. Ha!
Yep, you bury your weapon in and you kill it.
Victory is mine. Death to evil.
Sorry, Barry.
Good job,
Fine,
Poplar
thank
Twinkle.
you.
All right. Me.
All right, so
we need to get out of here.
Oh, go
Me
ahead.
don't feel. Me need someplace to sleep. Bail.
Yes, wise idea.
Ale is always a good place because when there's ale, patrons willing to offer their whole life savings just for a performance.
Well, Foxglove, help us find way out.
Well, I suppose I could try, although I'm not one for investigation or perception.
Well, there are two closed doors up ahead.
So actually, as you are now standing, you're basically standing on the wall, and each of the doors are to your left and right about like what would be, imagine you're doing a 5-foot jump, vertical jump through a door that opens horizontally.
Quite odd.
Ugh, weird. Hey, Owlbeak, maybe you could open doors because you're flying.
Suppose. I shall try. Go to the door and open it.
Which one? The one on the left or the one on the right? East or west?
West.
All right. You open the door and you look inside. You see a long room with what appears to be like storage cabinets down each side, and then what you can't see, but there's like a hallway that takes off to the south, about midway down.
Okay, so there's more options down there. This time, let me open the east door and see if that's just a one-way room and we can cross it off from coming back to it.
Okay. As you open the east door, you see what appears to be kind of like a galley area where like you can look down onto a room below. There's a big walkway. You see that there's a bunch of windows that face east and west out of it. Well, I guess you're looking down, so you can only see the ones facing east. And there's an opening in the south wall that looks like it goes out to a big landing of some kind.
Alright. I will come back to my companions, I suppose, and relay the information to them to see rather take.
Foxglove doesn't have a preference, really.
Me just get off wall and back upright correctly.
Well, it's only like a 5-foot drop, right?
Yeah, it's like 5 feet up.
And aren't you like
To get
6
to the
feet
door.
tall?
Yes. You can literally stand there and look through the door.
All right. Well, I guess me try to hoist myself up into room.
Okay? You hoist your...
room.
Oh, go ahead.
The galley room.
That was the one to the east?
Yeah, me think so.
Okay. So you hop up, and as you spin through the door, you find yourself sitting on the floor.
Oh, this is much better. Me get up.
Good job, half-orc friend. Wait, not friend. No. Follow me.
Me follow Freya, not you.
You will.
But me do what you tell me for now. All right. Me walk through the room.
All
Look
right.
at hard.
As you walk through the room, you can see that this is like there's some chandeliers that are at eye height that hang over what appears to be a giant dining hall below. As you look to the right, you see that the landing, the opening in the south wall, goes to the double stairs you saw from the other side that descend down to the first level.
Oh, me take those stairs.
Okay. You go out and you walk down those stairs to the first level. Sorry, I had to switch maps. All right. As you descend, you reach the bottom of the stairs and you can see this giant open room. There's actually even more space than you could see from where you were before. There's columns far off into the corners. You can see to the north is, back under the stairs, a big double door that must open up into that dining area you saw. There are doors to the east and to the west off of this giant room, and a massive set of double doors dead center going to the south.
Oh, so many doors. Me getting confused. All right. I guess me try big doors to south.
Okay. You throw them open, and beyond you see what looks like a drawbridge. Something that, or like a, not a drawbridge. Like a, not the, god dang it. Yeah, like a drawbridge with like rope handles on the side, something that could be lifted going into a castle with an outer perimeter wall. And at the perimeter wall, there is nothing but darkness right there that your eyes cannot penetrate.
Oh,
We must solve the darkness if we ever want to leave here.
all right.
However, I have absolutely no clue how to solve said darkness.
Does me see anything other than outer wall and darkness?
There appears to be up above on the archway something that is just outside of your vision that's kind of glowing green.
Oh. Me go investigate.
All right. Are you literate?
Ooh. No.
Then you do your investigation, but you can't figure out what it is. It's just green.
Oh.
much intelligence do you need to be able to read?
At least 10.
I also cannot read.
Foxglove can read.
Bard, what do
All
this
right, you walk
say?
over, and you see it. Foxglove, you're the one looking at it?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You see exit.
Well, that seems like the right way to go, I suppose.
Now, onward then! And I march into the darkness.
Awesome. You march in, and does everyone just follow, or do you just kind of watch them disappear?
I obviously follow. The closer I can get, the sooner I can get to the bar, the sooner I can scam people out of their money.
Me follow too.
All right. Well, you walk through, and you all find yourself in a brightly lit kind of great hall with festive laurels hanging from either side. There's carved squash of all variety, creatures from the Fae and from the material plane, all hanging out together and talking, conversing in a variety of tongues. And at the end of the room, sitting on a giant throne with a wreath around his head, is a kind of portly giant laughing and talking. And moments after you walk through, one of his possibly advisors or someone up next to him points you out, and you see him kind of laugh and ho ho ho, we have newcomers, welcome.
I'm sorry, I'm confused here. I was here because someone said there'd be money.
Oh, money, yes, there's much money to be had, but welcome to my court. Join us. We have mulled wine from all over the planes of existence. Would you want something spicy from the demon realms, or something sweet as nectar from the gods? We have it all. Come, party with us.
Oh, me take a beer.
Beer? We'll do even better than beer. Here, come. Newcomers get all the best. Join us. And you see this just like gold gilded, what looks like a gold gilded dwarf of, substantial proportion come out and drop down a tankard in front of you. And he's like, welcome, brother. Good to see another dwarf here. Good to see an orc join us here.
Oh, well, thanks for... What is this?
Ah, this nectar of the gods themselves. You must try it. Trust me. It is like the dwarven ale, but made with the tears of elves.
Oh, sounds interesting. Me try. I drink. I down it in one quaff.
Awesome. And it tastes amazing. You have your orc, it's like it was designed for your orcish taste buds, as it just floods your mouth with flavor, and you feel all of your lost hit points being immediately restored.
Ooh, yes. Me like it.
Parents don't let me have this kind of stuff at home because they say I'm not old enough, but screw it! Give me a glass of your finest!
Oh, our finest for sure. And you see like a little fluttery group of birds come down with a ribbon held between them, and they set down a basically like a raised chalice, almost like a champagne glass, in front of you that is sparkling.
I drink it.
Awesome. You immediately feel warmth, and as you close your eyes, experiencing the flavor, you can see a rising sun moving across a field and warming the very berries that this was made from. You can tell that this, whatever is in it, is ambrosia from Olympus. It is. Sorry, what?
Worse. They keep
You've
this
had
for-
worse.
Foxglove is going to take out her lute and start performing.
Awesome. You pull out your lute and perform, and everyone cheers. You find that you play effortlessly. It's almost as if the bow is being pulled for you by little angelic hands as you perform, and everyone laughs, and you feel yourself dancing lighter and lighter. It's almost as if your feet aren't even touching the ground when you're here and playing. The music is raising you up.
Me turn to big guy. Say, who are you? What is this place?
Well, I am of course the Winter King. I am known as Samhain. This is my festival, the end of the fall, the beginning of the winter, the great harvest, where all spirits are lifted before we enter the darkness of the coming storm.
Ooh, what storm?
The changing of the seasons, the churn of time, the point when all things change. Drink deep, my new subject, for you are safe here this evening. Enjoy yourself. Do not feel the burdens of the world. Simply enjoy while you can.
Okay, me fine with that. Me get another drink.
Excellent, excellent. And he wanders off, grabbing like a handful of dates off of a silver platter and popping them into his mouth one after another as he crosses his room, the throne room.
Spirits.
Spirits?
He said before
Is
the
that
dark comes for them. I'm assuming they're all. No?
He said, there's all fae and fairy folk here.
Yeah, they're very much alive. They're not spirits that are there with you.
Spirit-like.
That's just like what a
Inside
spirit would
the-
say.
Suspicious.
Oh. Poplar, Twinkle,
Ah, yes, my good sir.
your voice got... What happened to you? Did you drink something? It dropped your
It does
voice.
happen from time to time.
Oh, well. Alright then. Let us drink until we fall unconscious under a table.
That does sound like an adventure indeed.
Awesome. Well, everyone begins their night of drinking, of playing, of merriment, and it goes long into the night. And so long, in fact, that you all begin to lose consciousness just as dawn begins to break. And your last memory is of the party fading just ever so gently into the night. As the sun rises and you awake sometime in the middle of the next day, you find yourself in the middle of a field, alone. Everyone of the party has disappeared, presumably back to wherever they were. But you, as a group, are still together.
Yes, I must say, this is really not what I was after. But the first thing Foxglove is going to do, upon waking up, is checking her satchel to see if if she has gained any money.
Yes, you gained a few coin, though that seems weird. There's some bizarre stamping on it. It is definitely not the common coin of the realm that you're used to.
That seems largely unhelpful.
My description?
No, I'm just thinking that I probably won't be able to use this money anywhere.
Ah, yes. If you
Okay.
just walked into the average town, probably not.
If it's of precious metal, somebody will buy it. It matter not what's stamped on face. If it is silver, somebody will buy at silver price for it. Maybe at discount, but will have value.
I think it'd have more value to me if it was a real coin.
That was strangely deep coming from you.
Me have hidden depths.
Maybe that love goddess is working for you after all.
No, he worked for Love Goddess.
You know what? Whatever. Let us go then.
Awesome. Well, you guys get up and begin a new day. It is now the season of winter, and you are officially members of the Lord of Winter's court.
Ugh. Sounds important.
It probably will be sometime in the future. But for now, we raise our camera heavenward and roll credits.
Cool.
All right.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there's some things to iron out, that's for sure. Oh my goodness.
Well, I had this idea for how to bring you guys all together for the adventure hook, and I really didn't want to let it pass by, so that's why even though that's basically what I was going to run last week.
Okay, I mean, no, it was fine. It
Yeah.
was funny. It's interesting because we've got 3 members of the party. I haven't looked at Poplar Twinkle's stats yet, but I'm guessing he's not real bright either.
What do you mean? He's a very stable genius.
So we've got 2 characters that want to be leader, but don't necessarily have the necessary tools in order to be leader.
Oh, Poplar Winkle just wants adventure.
Yeah, Poplar Winkle, what's your int? Isn't it like
No,
7
he's
or
got
something?
8. He's just above the bestiality rule.
8.
Yeah, but his strength, wisdom, and intelligence are all in the negative. So he doesn't really perceive so many things so well. He's very dexterous as a fairy, and naturally very charming because he perpetually smells like brownies and has overly large ears.
No, very nice.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So making my character, it was kind of I just rolled 5 dice rolls or 6 dice rolls, and so I rolled just in order a 15, a 19, a 14, a 5, a 13, and another 19. So being a paladin, I have to have high strength and charisma, and so I just ended up as 5. The pad score went to my intelligence, so
That's awesome.
So,
I like it.
charisma.
yeah. So
No, I think it's perfect. I don't think that could have worked out any better.
It'll definitely be an
interesting party mix, that's for sure. Grimmel will be interesting to play. I hope he doesn't get too annoying. If he is, just let me know. I'll tone him down a bit.
Well, you are chaotic evil, so you're supposed to be annoying.
I think it'll work out. I do.
We'll
And
figure
at least
it.
you guys have kind of a reason to be together, you know. I mean, you kind of all, lost the lottery, if you will.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Barry doesn't really care, as long as he can, go adventuring, represent his goddess, and, every so often have sex.
Fair enough.
I mean, that's his overriding. That's his main mission, at least in his mind, is to spread the love of Freya by having sex with people.
That works for me, I guess.
Not saying he's ever going to be successful at it, but that's kind of his thing. It's the reason why he became a paladin of Freya, the love goddess, anyway.
Yeah, no, I know. It's
It
just
could have made
it's
him
gonna
like
be
an overweight
comical.
human with basically really horrible stats who thinks he's so great. Name him Incellius Maximus.
Oh, good lord.
Guy.
I don't know. Bear Bark Big Log is, and being a half orc is probably bad enough anyway. But it's all part of the comedy.
Oh yeah, it totally is.
Oh, we'll get functional eventually. So it's just gonna be a while before we do.
That's what you think.
Yeah, it just. Well, everything just takes time.
Well, I mean, for being a little fairy, Poplar Twinkle, he did a lot of
It's all
damage.
sneak attacks. So you have to set up every single little thing. So
Yeah, you got to go into hiding first, and then
mhm.
yeah, take some doing to pull
Yeah,
it off.
it's not like he can stand his own in a fight. He's pretty weak overall. Fairly durable. Not strong, but fairly durable just because he's so light. I logicked it out that he would just fly when he gets hit instead of having any force to take a blow.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this will be fun. I'm hoping that this is going to turn out to be fairly. This particular adventure is going to be fairly comedic, is what I'm hoping.
Oh, I think it will be, given just everything that happened there. Yeah. So the house thing that I kept rolling for is every time you guys get out of a combat or a combat round resets, I'm supposed to roll for a house effect. And the house effects are really weird, what happens. There's a sudden shift in gravity for one player, or one window in the house suddenly disappears.
Okay.
It's just totally random, just crazy things that happen. So it's just okay, well, that happened. Or the room suddenly got huge, or flipped on its side, or any number of things.
Funny. Yeah. Weird. So, Bob and Stan, were they dressing up as Star Trek security people?
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
They were my red shirts.
No wonder they died right away.
Yeah, that was the point.
Well, it was very. I mean, at least, yeah, I basically committed suicide.
Yeah, he was trying to be cool, though. He at least tried,
All right, Cool beans.
No, you guys did awesome. This was a great intro. I don't think it could have gone better, honestly. It was great.
That's good. At least I stayed in character through the whole thing.
Yeah, no, you guys all nailed it.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is gonna be funny. You know, with basically the three comic characters, and then a bard who's only in it for herself.
I'm looking forward to that one, actually. I think that one's going to be the funniest of all of them.
Who, Foxglove?
Yeah, when she's just like, fine.
He'll do anything for money. Oh, that could. We could have some fun with that in the future, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I could totally see her. And
Just just the raw, like, just the raw, like, fine, okay.
Alright, guys. Well, I guess I'm actually going to probably try and go to bed on time tonight, so
Nice.
I will talk to you guys next week.
All right, talk to you then. I look forward to it.
Alright, bye.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
They have to meet a new challenge.